Awesome. Welcome back to another installment of the 94 podcast. I am your host, Brooke Edo, and I'm joined here again, once again, with my friend and co host, Jim.
Yo, yo, yo. Thanks for having me again, Brooke. How have you been, man?
I've been good, brother. Just staying positive, especially with all the recent news. Shout out to all the Olympic medalists for Team USA. Um, Bringing home the gold. I know that's trademarked, so don't sue me. But yeah, like in regards to just like everything's been cool, man. Like I know summer's winding down, uh, but that means football season is on tap, and we've been seeing some helmets hitting already. We already had week one in the preseason in the books. Vikings looked impressive with J.J. McCarthy. More on him later. Um, but like yeah, it was nice to see a weekend full of football. What about you, Jim? What's your
It's nice.
what's your
It's nice
psychosis?
to see football. It's nice to see football's finally coming back. It's finally, we're getting college football coming back soon. I can't wait to see Alabama stink the whole year round as Georgia beats them.
Right.
No, no, no.
That's funny. That's
No,
funny.
it is.
I'm sure your
No, but I'm
girlfriend
excited.
is saying "Roll Tide" in the background.
Yeah, she is. She's like kicking me and all this stuff.
That's funny.
But no, I'm excited for football coming back. You're finally getting back to a normal routine where it's like once 12 o'clock hits for football, no one talks to me, no make no plans. I am sitting on my couch making good food, and I am not leaving until Tuesday morning.
Okay, okay, okay. So you got it all set up. The fall and the football regimen is like it's unquestioned. Like you're in sync with
Oh
it.
yeah,
Gotcha. Um, but for sure, most people for their football fall like regimen, they have to order some food, right? I think some
oh
food
yeah.
for football, I would believe would be some chicken wings.
Ooh, get eat some wings.
You got to get you some wings. There's even the word win in wings, so you're winning with some wings.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
here's a story about somebody losing with some wings. All
oh
right.
no.
Oh no, it's story time here on the 94 podcast. Uh, so there was all right, Dateline. All right, let's set this up. Let's see if I can get my script here.
Okay.
All right. All right. Dateline Chicago. There was a Chicago area school worker who stole chicken wings at amount of 1.5 million during the
Oh,
pandemic. Just got sentenced. She got 9 years. 9 years
oh,
in prison for 1.5 million dollars worth of chicken wings. 11,000 like 11,000 cases of chicken wings.
oh. Okay. So I thought like individual. I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
Jesus, holy moly.
Yeah. And yeah, this is in like I don't even know how this gets to this point without her getting caught like at least once or twice on like the invoices cuz she was not only ordering chicken wings, she was ordering chicken wings with bones. So chicken wings with bones is typically not going to be served to children in
Yeah.
schools. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Vera Liddell, who served in the director role for the Harvey School District 152 near Chicago, is incarcerated at the Cook County Jail for theft and operating a criminal enterprise. So sources are WGN, ABC News, CBS News reported. She pleaded guilty on August 9th to the charges and got a 9-year prison sentence. Um, so yeah, for 68 years old, she's more likely that's going to be a rough 9 years. I don't see that going really well.
No.
And yeah, it's just like she like was quoted to say like I can't believe that I even did it. I, if that doesn't leave you speechless, I don't know. It's like yeah,
I,
yeah,
I guess it wasn't. chicken to do it.
That's funny, Jim. Oh, that was great timing. I guess she wasn't chicken to do it. Classic Jim.
I'm getting a death stare right now because of that joke.
Oh yeah, we got to get that video for you next time. That's funny. But yeah, most definitely that is just like a zany story coming out of Chicago. For 1.5 million, like I could tell you 1.5 million reasons not to do this. Like, but but she went ahead and did it. She went for the wings, and yeah, but like Jim just said, she wasn't chicken to do it.
Oh,
Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, like tell me a little bit about the cuisine out there in Green Bay. I know we got listeners everywhere here on the 94 podcast, live on YouTube right now, here in the CCX studio.
I mean, if you want good cheese, you come to Green Bay. You come to Wisconsin. It's the dairy capital of the country.
Yeah,
Got some good.
you got some cheese wings.
Oh, cheesy! They're to die for. They're so cheesy.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's okay. That's fun. All right, but
All right.
in all seriousness, like chicken wing spots in Green Bay.
There's a good one. There's one I want to try. It's called Legend Larry. And I think they have I'm not sure. I haven't been there yet. They have a ghost pepper wing, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
Legend Larry has the ghost pepper.
Area?
Okay.
Yeah.
Legend
But
Larry.
there's a bar near me. They have a 3-alarm garlic parm. It is so good.
Okay. Oh, I see it. So yeah, that's the chicken wing restaurant in Green Bay. So like any of the fans here on the 94 podcast. So if you are in Green Bay for a game, go check out Legend Larry's. They're
Legend
not.
Larry's,
Yeah, they're not sponsoring 94 podcast yet, but
No.
maybe soon.
maybe. There's a.
Yeah, they got
Oh,
some
my God.
interesting sauces. They got the hot garlic. They got the raspberry habanero, the scary Larry,
Maybe later.
the sweet Thai chili, and they also got the garlic parmesan. Okay, so you can get some garlic parm. All right.
Man, I wasn't hungry before coming on the show. Now I'm starving.
Right. You might as well just hit up Legend Larry's when you get back.
I might have to. Screw Buffalo Wild Wings. Screw them. We're gonna go to the good places.
Yeah, right. No franchises, and
No.
you can't in your top 3. You can't have no franchises. And I want to hear that
No.
from the 94 audience. I want you guys to drop in the comments your favorite chicken wing spots, and it could be from your hometown. You don't have to be from the Midwest. If
No.
yeah, if you're global, tell me where I can find some good chicken wings in Bali, Indonesia. Hey, and Cubs just won, so go Cubs go. Just beat the Blue
Go
Jays.
Cubs, go.
Yep. The second half surge. Go Cubs go.
I cannot.
Fly the
wait.
W.
I cannot wait till New Year's Eve because I want to go down there and catch the Winter Classic playing at Wrigley.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. No, yeah, absolutely. Wrigley, New Year's. That's awesome.
New Year's Eve.
So like, yeah,
Have you been
leading
to
into
Wrigley?
the New Year's. Yeah, I've been to Wrigley. I've been to a game.
You
Got
lucky
to see.
bastard.
Yeah,
I
Cubs,
love the
man. You
Wrigley.
got to go see. You got to go see them. I'm definitely gotta get back. But yeah, like Cubs, definitely one of the most beautiful. I'm being biased, of course, but like one of the most beautiful like ballparks in the majors.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely enjoyed my time in Baltimore, though. Like I know Camden Yards is beautiful too, and everything's fairly priced out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like you're in like a huge market like New York or Boston.
right. No, that's true. Like, yeah, there's other things to do in the Chesapeake. People love going to the ocean. There's so much activities in Maryland. But let's talk about some activities coming up with training camp kind of winding down. Preseason is kind of winding down as well. You know, they only got 2 more weeks of preseason, and then there's going to be the final cuts down to the 53-man roster. Let's talk about your favorite team here on the 94 podcast, right? I'm hearing boos from all the Lions, Bears, and Packers fans. That's fine. But the Vikings.
Who cares about them all? It's all about the Vikings.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy. What's happening, brother? Like JJ McCarthy goes down with a torn meniscus in his right knee. He gets it cleaned up, gets a full meniscus repair. Timetable for return, 4 to 6 months. Ruled out for the season. JJ McCarthy's rookie season is done after 1 preseason game. I mean, he did ball out in his debut. No one can ever tell you that he didn't ball out in his debut.
No, he didn't. And it's been a tough week for Viking fan. You have Addison officially being charged. You have McCarthy going down. You have your top wide receiver going down with injuries. It's like, what the hell is going on? And
I don't know. I think it's like a Saints fan out there with like a voodoo doll.
Oh my gosh. No, I was shedding tears. I just got patted with my girlfriend.
I don't know if you've seen that with like Gambit. He said, where he said, I'm gonna make a name for myself right now. That's what Sam Darnold's thinking.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, the second I heard McCarthy went down with knee injury, I'm like, no. PTSD flashback.
Right.
Bridgewater. I'm like, no. I will not go. Do not turn the lights off and do not press go.
That's funny.
But no, it's like I said, it's like a flashback of like Bridgewater getting hurt. And it's like,
Bridgewater. Yep.
Darnell is like
Darnold. Sam Darnold. It's Sam Darnold. Yeah.
Darnold.
He's gonna be the starter. Darnold. Yeah.
All right, I got another thing.
Yeah. But like yes, with JJ going down, you got Kevin O'Connell. You're hitched back to, all right, is JJ going to be healthy? Like long term. Like they chose the long-term plan. I've seen other national sports casters, pundits, whatever you want to call them, critics. They're like, yeah, they had to do what was best for his career long term. Even though the Vikings could have had him come back in 8 to 10 weeks, the same timetable that Karl Anthony Towns had for the Minnesota Timberwolves. But they chose the long-term option. And I think that was the correct option because, you don't want to sacrifice, his career tail end for his rookie season, where there's going to be mistakes that he's going to make because that's what rookies do. They're going to make those mistakes because they got to go through the experience, the trial and error, the game situations, right? But yeah, like I was talking to one of my colleagues who's a big Michigan fan, and he told me that he just had the same surgery. So he's like, hey, if I can survive it, like, what do you think a young 22-year-old JJ McCarthy is going to be? He's going to be coming back even harder, knowing that, like, he was taken away from the game because of an injury.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say...
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you speak.
Like, sorry. I think that's the Lamar Jackson situation a couple of years ago for the playoffs. Like, that and, like, an RG3 situation where it's like, okay, RG3, he had a big knee injury. He got hurt. He came back while hurt, and he played and ruined his career. And then people got all up in arms against Lamar in the playoff time. And it's like, as much as like the hockey guy, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta play through everything." Like, no, that's the smart thing. You want to
MVP.
Play your full. Yeah, you don't want to ruin your career for a chance to win the championship. Like, if he got hurt, like in the AFC championship game, and he got hurt, and he could play through it. Like, yeah, you play through it.
You play through it, right?
It's a torn knee. At the end of the season, you're in a contract year. You're better off just sitting out. Yeah, you're not gonna You're not going to win it this year. Probably most likely won't win it this year with your backup. But you extend your career years and years by letting it fully heal, by letting it fully get fully 100%. And look what happened last year. He came back. They won. They were the top team in the AFC, even though their coaching was stupid and they didn't do any. They didn't play to their strength.
Right, running the ball.
They could, yeah, they could have beat the Chiefs, but
they could have beat the Chiefs
with a healthy Jackson and the right plan. That was the smart decision he made. And look what happened to RG3. He was a commentator on ESPN, and now
right. Keyword was right. Yeah.
Now he's no longer part of the ESPN. Now he's out of a job. Now he's not playing football anymore.
Right. And I don't know, there was like some interesting clips. Like quick touch on RG3. That sometimes it's better to be more cautious on your social media posts. I would just like preface that. And then also like, I don't know, RG3 is a polarizing figure. Like either you love him or you don't. Like there's no middle ground with him really. So yeah, like with RG3, I would say like the injury trajectory, like you just don't want to be so knee jerk, like, oh my God, we got to have this guy, to the point where like you are doing more harm to him than actually like protecting the player from the player, Yeah. Because like, sometimes you get knocked on your head, but like maybe it's just like one too many. And it was just like, you need to step away. Because like Troy Aikman, I think that was one of the early, I guess those early retirements were caused by that. Steve Young concussions, like it was war out there. Like you saw what happened with Brett Favre in the Saints 2009 NFC Championship game with everything on the line to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's war. Like the game is more protected now, but like knowing that JJ's had an injury, it makes no sense to play the short term. Because if you really want to build with Justin Jefferson and JJ McCarthy and all the other pieces with the defense coming together, like you still got Harrison Smith, you got Brian Flores, you got Ivan Pace Jr., who's going to be the new Green Dot taking over. We're playing the Browns, so basically it's going to be playing like all the ex-Vikings on defense.
Yeah. No, I would have put it past the Browns making the playoffs this year. Like, they have a good squad.
They do have a good squad. The only thing that they're missing is a quarterback that's going to be stable. Like,
and who do they have? They got
Deshaun Watson.
They have Mr. Massage over there. Masseuse.
That's funny. Houston, Houston had to give up on him. Like they wanted to keep him, but like he was just like, I gotta get out of Dodge. Like Houston was too hot for him.
But you know what? That was a smart thing they could have done. And look, they have C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud, right? You
have a hop off the year again.
Exactly, and he is actually the MVP, the MVP favorite, like right now, like odds-on favorite. Like, just imagine year 2. This is year 2. This is not like year 4 or 5. In year 2 for C.J. Stroud, expectations are MVP and possible Super Bowl berth. That's some superstar material right there.
Okay, I might have to argue on that. I don't think the MVP is pushing it. I think another offensive player of the year, we get that. I think making it past round 1 of the playoffs. Let's not overshoot. Let's reach for the moon instead of reaching for the stars. I mean, I think let's get past the first round of the playoffs first.
I mean, they did get past the first round. They won their first. Yeah, they did win the first round.
What am I getting? I'm the Colts. My bad. Anthony Richardson. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. All right, Jim. You can recover.
Okay, let's get to the AFC Championship game first. Then let's talk Super Bowl.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
let's
Yeah. Because they lost to
got it.
Baltimore. They lost to the MVP last year, Lamar Jackson. But yeah, they did win their wild card game. That's just too funny.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll wear the dunce hat for this episode. I'll go take a lap quickly.
Okay.
I'm a dash one. I'll take the dash.
You take a dash. Okay.
Dash one.
That's funny.
I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. It was just like, oh.
Okay, so I'll explain to people who don't know it. Do you know what a dash is?
No. Go ahead and explain what a dash is, please.
So in ice hockey, there is a plus minus system. So say you and I are on the ice right now. You're on the opposing team. I'm going against you.
Okay.
If I score against you, I get a +1. You get a -1. And so it's like you get a dash one, so it's a minus. So that for a hockey term, you get a dash. So it's
Okay.
Yeah, so a dash is like a minus.
It's like a minus. Gotcha.
Yeah. So how do I like in baseball, like for a pitcher, like an earned run,
Mm-hmm.
like say I get a run, your ERA goes up.
Right.
But
Right.
you want a low ERA. You want a
Low ERA,
dash.
low dash number.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, or you want a positive dash plus minus.
Or a plus. Gotcha. Right.
Yeah, so I'll take the dash there. I'll take the minus out of everything.
Gotcha.
On that column. Like, oh my.
Gotcha. And looking back at the playoff win for C.J. Stroud, I know there's some C.J. Stroud fans out there, was against the Cleveland Browns. So that's full circle, Jim. Coming back to the preseason matchup against Cleveland Browns. The Browns got whooped up by C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans 45-14.
Whoa, hold on. You're talking about the playoffs?
Yeah, there's the playoffs.
No. Did they play the Colts? You said Browns.
No, they played the Browns.
No, they played the Colts. Hold on. I might be taking another dash. Hold on.
Yeah, it was the Browns. They beat the Browns.
Pretty sure they played the Colts.
They beat the Browns and Joe Flacco. And then they lost to Lamar Jackson and Baltimore Ravens. Is that another dash?
Hold on. I'm double checking. You know what? That's another dash.
There's another dash.
Another dash.
All right.
I might have steered today. Okay. I might have steered.
Every time. No, you're good, brother. And we're having fun here on the 94 podcast.
That's all
it's preseason. Hey, it's preseason. Like,
yeah.
Hey, we all get an opportunity to have mistakes, right?
Oh, I see you. I'm looking up now. The Colts played the Texans in the last game of the season.
Last game, it was for the division. It was for the AFC South. It's for all the marbles. Yeah.
Okay.
Needless to
I'm
say, the Texans won that game. Unless you want to contest that. I'm just kidding.
What? I'm sorry. What?
I'm saying unless you want to contest that. But I'm just playing.
Guess what?
That the Texans beat the Colts for the division.
No, they did. I won't contest that.
I know that. No, you're good, brother. Hey, the Cubs though. The Cubs got a Seiya walk-off, so that's pretty exciting. The Cubs were able to get a nice boost going into the weekend.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's a
Think
nice
they'll be
way.
able to climb the ladder?
I think they're within reach. They were I think last time I checked, they're like 10 games back, but still striking distance. You still got a lot of baseball left. You got the rest of August, and then you have all of September. And with the September call-ups, you might be able to find something that gels with your lineup, or you might be able to find some extra pitching help. That's where it gets interesting right now. I feel like baseball kind of just does ratchet up a little bit. The Cubs sit right now at 60 and 63, and they were able to beat the Toronto Blue Jays, who fall to 57 and 65. So Suzuki walks it off in the bottom of the 10th for the Cubs. Jim, I'm just going to play a soundbite here. So hold on one second. I want to play it, but I don't want an advertisement to come on. So hold on one second. It's like, oh, I don't want to do like just free advertisement for them. No.
No, I know.
Yeah, hold on one second.
Gotta love the advertising.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, the
Gotta
advertisement.
love all these ads.
Right. Gotta have that, right?
Oh goodness.
Yeah. All right. You see, let's see if we can get the Cubs walk off. Just the sound, because I just want to hear the sound of Suzuki's walk off. All right. And
It's on.
right.
It's going. It's going. It's going.
That's funny.
Oh my God. I will say this though, I can never get Chris Bergman from the home run derby. It's back, and let's go.
All right, here. I'm gonna play this. Hero.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna start. Okay, that's kind of muffled. I do apologize. I don't know if you guys can pick it up.
Oh, I'm trying to.
Here, let me see if I can replay it, because I feel like this person recorded it off their TV, so it's not the actual audio. Here, let's see if I can. No, that's way back. Here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, I'm holding.
Thank you for
me
sending
know
me
when I
money
can
through Remitly,
Right.
beta.
Hold on. That's not what we want.
No.
Here we go.
Baseball season's underway. Well, you better get ready for a brand new day.
I cannot. I'm gonna do it.
The Cubs are gonna win today. They're singing, go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go!
Woo! You do the same thing here. Go, go. That was like I was down in Milwaukee a couple weeks ago to get the Brewers game.
I can't hear you. There's too much winning going on.
They got
All right. Enough of that.
Oh, too much winning. Yeah.
Yeah. Too much. We got a win streak. We got one.
I mean, hey, if they win again tomorrow,
Right. That's a
it's
win streak.
2 in a row.
2 in a row.
It's-
Here we go.
It's called a winning streak. It has happened in the past, and it can happen again.
happened.
Can you tell me what movie that came from?
Was that Major League?
Yes.
Boom. Stay in school, kids. Here in the 94 podcast. That's another reason why you stay in school.
Stay in school, kids. You don't want to be a movie buff where you just sit home all day and watch movies.
Right, but stay in school. I mean, even if it's homeschool, stay in school.
School's important.
School's important.
The only school you don't want to be a part of is the school of the University of Alabama because the football team's not good. No, just kidding.
Oh wow, just rip it into the Alabama. We're probably gonna get like we might get like a an invitation to the Iron Bowl. I mean, if like Auburn gets a whiff of the 94 podcast, they love it. They love the commentary that Jim is providing.
Oh well, I guarantee you, my girlfriend, who is a huge Alabama fan, who went to school there, is going to slap me across the back of the head after saying that. Oh yeah, you see the smile on the last name, yes.
Jim, blink if you're in trouble.
I can't. I don't think you can see me. Blink.
Hey, that's what I can do for you. Hey.
No, it's all.
No.
It's all lovey-dovey. It's all
Hey. No, that's right. I'll take a dash on that. But yeah, like we normally have you like on YouTube, but yeah, we understand we're getting a great audio right now, so that's what I'm really pumped up about. Did you hear how much money college or NCAA football got in regards to their sales?
I would be surprised if it's like over $1 billion.
They've
I wouldn't be
already reached 500 million.
500 million? Holy crap! Holy. I mean, hey, first game in over a decade?
Yep.
Oh my God. And this feels so much fun
It
to
is.
play.
Like that like you've told me like you can't stop playing it.
No, and like I wish I could be back in my place. I would be playing it right now.
Right. It's literally like you got free time, you're playing NCAA.
Oh yeah, I'm taking 1.5-star UConn and making them the next 5-star phenom where recruiting is going to happen. We're going to take down all these teams. We're going to college football. We're only 3 years deep in my session, but like we're on our way. How are you doing in your game?
No, in regards to like the story mode, I really love how in depth that is. Yeah, and you got to keep up with your grades so you can stay eligible. Yeah.
I heard that you could bring that character out of college football to Madden.
Okay, so there's that crossover like they were doing with the, back in when they had when they had Madden, and then they had was it College Game Day or they had one of those college franchises. I'm sure it was like NCAA. I think they had the same name, NCAA. And that was cool. It's like where you're able to interact and get your college player onto an NFL team. That was a cool moment for gamers everywhere. Like especially if they were heavy on sports, video game sports. That was cool to kind of just see that whole evolution of like you can start from NCAA and end up on Madden. It's pretty cool.
It's so nice to see that happen, and like you put like it sucks because in
the natural progression,
because in Madden, like you get drafted out of college. Okay, well, I'm a first round pick of this team. Like, oh, cool. Like now you actually have the ability to like prove yourself. You have the ability to train your guy up. Your ability. I like it's just cool to see that happen. You graduate in 2027, just go back in 2004 to play again.
True. It's like update the rosters. All right, here we go. We're doing a brand new draft. Welcome to draft 2050. Like, oh my god. It's like, yeah, okay, we got some seasons. We put some banners up. All right. we retired some jerseys, right?
Oh yeah, jerseys retired. Have you started your dynasty yet?
Oh no, like I got to get into it. Like that's gonna be that's
out.
I know it's just been crazy right now. Been crazy with just like schedules, and I was gonna make it to the Vikings game and watch JJ in his debut. Couldn't make it to that, obviously. Really like, dang, that would have been a really cool moment, just to see him, pre-injury. But let's stay on the NFL tip right now, because like we got the Bears with Hard Knocks, we got the Lions coming in with knowing that they can get to the NFC Championship game, knowing that they can win the NFC North, knowing that they can win a playoff game. And you look at the Green Bay Packers, they got Josh Jacobs. Jordan Love has turned into that franchise quarterback. Romeo Doubs is emerging as the number one. But they have so many young wide receivers, that are going to be, skilled, and they're going to be a problem to cover for, the rest of the NFC North. Right now, Jim, who do you see coming out of the NFC North winning that division?
NFC North, I gotta say Lions. I like how they play last year. I love how they have the experience now in the playoffs. They've won a game. They're able to. They know what it is now. They can build on it. Yeah, they got the 49ers played very well, but I don't know. I don't see the 49ers taking that next step. I think the Lions are the ones taking it next. I think it's going to be Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears, because screw the Bears.
Oh! Shots fired! Shots fired! Okay, so you got Lions, Packers, Vikings, then Bears.
Why put the Packers and Vikings? I think they both make it as a wild card.
Okay. So
But,
you have Detroit winning it, and then both Minnesota and Green Bay making it as a wild card. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. All right, so that would mean Dan Campbell, Amon St. Brown, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Aiden Hutchinson, Penei Sewell. They all go back to back. So Detroit, I don't know. It's kind of hard to lean against Detroit because Detroit has done good things in regards to like their culture, but I still feel like their coaching needs to be better. Dan Campbell, you got to kick it. I know that you are saying that you want to be a tough football team, but like tough football teams sometimes don't win those tough football games. Yeah. So I know Lions fans don't want to hear that, but they got a game coming up tomorrow against the Kansas City Chiefs, and we know that history and what that victory did for the Detroit Lions, because when they opened the season up against the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, I don't believe Travis Kelce was playing in that game, but
No.
when they played, then the Lions were able to exploit a lot of mistakes that was happening with the wide receivers, and they won that game. That launched them to the NFC North title last year, but they play them in the preseason, which is going to be a little different. But Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff, that have that rivalry going, where Patrick Mahomes is yet to beat Jared Goff.
Yeah. And I really think that that game there, I don't know about you, but watching that game, I was like, did they just pull up an upset? And after that game, I'm like, yeah, they're going to be a tough team to play against. You could see it. You could see it from opening kickoff to the end of that game that they were going to be a threat to the league.
Right.
That they were going to be one of those teams where like, we have to watch out for these guys.
You got to watch out for these guys, right? They're serious. They're on dirt. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. So Vikings kick off tomorrow against the Cleveland Browns. And okay, Jim has the Vikings in the playoffs. I'm a little bit more. You could say I'm more negative on the Vikings. Just moving forward. I mean, salute. You start the preseason 1-0. You come back and you kick a game-winning field goal. You love that. You love to see that execution. Going into this game, as Kevin O'Connell, he's definitely going to be watching to see who's going to step up as a cornerback, because Stephon Gilmore did visit the Minnesota Vikings, and I don't think he would be wasting his time if he wasn't serious about joining the Purple to actually make an actual in-person visit. And when you look at the rushing attack, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be number 2 behind Aaron Jones, because Kene Nwagwu, he had a nice showing in week 1 against Las Vegas. Ty Chandler, he's definitely going to get opportunities. The staff, they love him. But looking at Sam Darnold and Nick Mullins, it's literally 2 Spider-Men looking at each other and pointing at each other right now. They're the same. They're the same, right? Like,
Yeah.
like they're just gunslingers, and you got to protect the football, and that's just been a downfall for Sam Darnold. It's just that he can't protect the football. He just, I know it's like you got to risk it. For the biscuit, exactly. Who termed that? I think it was Bruce Arians. got to risk it for the biscuit. Like, and him and Tom Brady, they were able to make that work, but like, that's a different stratosphere. Like that's a level that Sam Darnold will never attain. Let's just be real.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, if I'm Sam Darnold going into the game, I'm like, okay, I have a starting job, but like now I have to play like I don't have it. I mean, just because McCarthy
Right.
went down.
Now he has to play with that pressure as the number one.
Yes, and like,
Yeah.
okay, are they
If he
gonna
wins
go
the
out and
job.
trade someone?
Right.
I think I said like Derek Carr, James Winston. I wouldn't be against getting one of those two.
Jameson
Getting
Winston
it
is
up
with the
front.
Cleveland Browns right now. Yep.
I wouldn't be against getting one of those two. Making sure like our quarterback situation is set in stone, and that hey, you're not going to be you're not guaranteed this spot, and
Right.
you have to earn it.
You
And,
have
like
to earn
we
it.
have to bring someone who has been a star before, who has shown success, who can get the job done. So you can't sit down and relax. Like we should not get Murray again. The astronaut. Oh my goodness, what's his name? We got from Arizona.
Joshua Dobbs?
Dobbs. Yeah, we shouldn't have got. We don't need a Dobbs. We don't need a Foles type guy. We need someone who can come in, and since this is early enough, who can come in and take the reins and make sure Darnell plays well. I think that's what we need.
Okay. So I've been lobbying for Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco's on the Indianapolis Colts right now.
I mean,
But like,
wouldn't be
yeah,
against it.
but again, yeah, like you could look at a different number of options. Trey Lance with Dallas. If you want to go with like, hey, do we want to give Trey Lance the opportunity to just blow up with Minnesota? I mean, like you always have to invest for the team this season, because for the Super Bowl, it's on the line every single season. Like you can't just roll over just because a rookie quarterback went down. You still got to push forward. And I feel like some people are just like, oh, now you just got to go into like tanking for the rest of the season. Like, no, you still got to play the games. You got to play the games. You got to show up on Sunday and actually go out and execute. Right.
Okay, so hot take. This will never happen. But I say we pick up the phone. We call Atlanta.
Oh my
Like,
God! You want
hey.
Kirk Cousins back?
We're gonna call Kirk Cousins. Have him come back again.
I don't think Kirk wants to come back, but yeah, like that would be like out of a movie. Like, hey, Kirk, our rookie
think
went
about-
down. Like, what were you thinking? Like, we need to make up.
No, but here's how it happens. You call him. You get Kirk back because he went there.
Who do you
because
give
he
up then?
Was like,
You got to give up somebody.
you gotta give up something. You give up Darnell.
They're never gonna
But
take
no,
that. That's funny though.
I
yeah,
know, I
yeah,
know.
I got you. All right, for the scenario,
But-
we got Kirk back.
but-
Okay,
Let's set the scenario. Kirk Cousins. He goes to Atlanta because he wanted to be a starter. He didn't. He was told that he wouldn't be a starter here. That we're going at the quarterback.
right.
Goes to Atlanta. Atlanta says, "Yeah, you're gonna be our number one." Atlanta drafts Michael Penix Phoenix Jr. or
Junior.
Michael Phoenix.
Michael Penix
Junior?
Jr. Yeah.
Michael Penix Jr. Okay, make sure I got his name right. He's unhappy. Well, hey, McCarthy goes down. He goes down. Kirk comes back. Hey, you're going to start for the next 2 years while JJ is recovering, and while you can ride the bench behind you. Third year, we'll trade you. We'll trade you to a team that needs a quarterback. We'll get a couple draft picks back. We'll trade you a first. We'll trade you them Darnell. We'll trade them.
Yep.
We'll trade them a receiver, like a fourth, like not Hawkinson, not Hawkinson, but the guy behind it. Boom.
Okay,
He's
all
our
right,
third
I'm gonna
year.
stop you there. Okay, that's just like I don't know if that would like. Okay, let's reel it back in. So the Vikings are playing a preseason game. What are we expecting Sam Darnold to do? He has to at least score a touchdown, right? He has to score a touchdown in this
He has
preseason
to
game.
show the confidence.
Yeah, he
that
has to
he can
instill
run.
the confidence in Vikings Nation. He needs to score a touchdown. It's like, everything's on panic mode right now in the Vikings ship. Like, the alarm has sounded. The alarm has sounded, and everybody is in that, hey, is it sink or float moment right now, like for the rest of the season. So you definitely need to get a touchdown. I would say you need to get a touchdown in the time that Sam Darnold is out on the field. Nick Mullins, yeah, we'll see what he has, because like I would be like, it's still an open competition, and that's what Kevin O'Connell was saying with JJ McCarthy before he had the season-ending injury. So I would still believe that it would be the same. Like, it's an open competition, and for the defense, you want to be able to become the identity. I believe this is kind of like their signal right now. It's like the Batman signal. It's like the defense, you got to show up, because right now you don't have all your key weapons on offense. So the defense definitely needs to become more of the identity for the Minnesota Vikings if we're going to see them in the playoffs. But I know we're kind of winding down here in the 94 podcast, but I wanted to talk about the season opener for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're going to be October 22nd. They're going to be on the road at Crypto.com Arena, opening up against the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James. LeBron James, year 21 loading. Yup. And Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. You know, the babyface assassin in regards to the Olympic team against Puerto Rico. Sorry to all my Puerto Rico brothers and sisters. We are all one love.
Yeah.
But like what Anthony Edwards was able to do on the global stage, now he gets to come back in unfinished business. It's going for the NBA Finals. So they kick it off against LeBron James. So that was the schedule that was released. And then they play, I believe, the Sacramento Kings. So they're going to be on the West Coast to start. So for the Timberwolves, that's exciting. I know the NBA just had their schedule release, and it's strategic because right now the NFL is the main headliner. Even though there hasn't been any regular season games, people are going crazy for the preseason.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's that time of year where everything's going to start up again, where we're not in these dog days of summer anymore. We're not in this anymore. Like, we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, we're in baseball playoffs coming up soon. We're in preseason football, preseason basketball, preseason ice hockey. Sports finally coming around. Oh, my girlfriends are hating this time of year because their men will never be. Once 7 o'clock hits or 6 o'clock hit, another time, 7 o'clock Eastern time,
Right.
they won't be able to go out and do anything anymore. Because of sports, especially on Sundays.
Right.
So
Like everything shifts. But let's reel it back to the Timberwolves real quick. Does the Timberwolves? You're funny, dude. The Timberwolves. Let me get this out. Let me split this out. So,
Okay.
all right. So the Timberwolves, they have their home opener against Toronto, and then that's on October 26th. That Saturday. But that following Friday is going to be November 1st. Is going to be hosting the Denver Nuggets. So that's going to be sold out for sure, because that's that playoff, basically the next chapter in Batman versus Joker, Ant-Man versus Nikola Jokic. So that their rivalry is going to be so fun to watch. But I'll leave it at that in regards to, I hope the Vikings score with Sam Darnold, just so they put faith into the Vikings nation and Vikings fans out there here on the 94 podcast. Stay strong. I know we're being tested right now. God, please show mercy. But yeah, like I would just say, like, for what's coming up, like you said, Jim, we got college football, we got the NFL starting up, MLB is getting into that playoff fall season. We got NBA just being talked about for schedules, and then the NFL is like in regards to like kickstarting this whole thing of like, hey, all the sports are in synergy right now. So it's an amazing time to be a sports fan here on the 94 podcast. We do appreciate all sports fans and fans of the podcast, and also a big shout out to CCX Studio. Come check them out if you are in the neighborhood. A lot of friendly friends here that you will meet, and you might be able to run into me as well. But yeah, like Jim, any sign offs here? Any shout outs that you want to give before we wrap?
Not really. I can't wait to be back with you on camera next week. We're gonna have a blast again. Hopefully, I won't be be in the minuses again for that show. But till then, man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Absolutely, and make sure that so all your fantasy drafts, make sure you get some mock drafts in, because we definitely are going to be tracking over 350 players for the next few weeks here as you get closer to your fantasy draft. But next time here on the 94 podcast, we'll break down what happened in Cleveland. Hopefully it's a rock and roll Hall of Fame type of game for Sam Darnold. We'll see. But here on the 94 podcast, we'll check you out at the TOP.
P.
And we're out.
Get me out.